She has oatmeal, so I'm trying a new oatmeal today for Jordan. It's, I think it's organic oats, or it might be just like Quaker oats, but Jordan, try it. Here, you can see yourself eating it, look. Alright, try it and I'll get you some juice next. Blow it and then try it. Okay. And you let them know if it's yummy or not. Taste. Taste. Taste it. You're crazy. And bite. You like it?
I like juice.
Is it delicious?
Yeah.
Okay. Woke up from a nap, we all did, and then it was like 5:42, so I hadn't vlogged all day long. So Josh is back at church, and juice for Jordan. Quaker oats. So the old-fashioned oats. She's used to the instant oats, so I'm surprised she's eating this, but that's good that she is. I wanted to do a video tonight of what's in my diaper bag, but I don't think that's happening because I'm tired and I need to pack the diaper bag. So I'll have ample amount of time this week to record that video for you guys. So please come back to my channel if you would like to see that. And then, oh, let me open her juice. Hold on.
Hi, happy. Happy.
No, it's for you. It's for you to eat. Here's your juice.
Massa?
Do they want some? I don't know. Alright, much better. So we go to the doctor. I just put on a shirt. So we go to the doctor on Tuesday this week. It will be our last appointment before I have the baby. The baby is going to be here in 8 days, and I'm super excited and nervous all at the same time because I want to know what this baby's going to look like, and I'm nervous about the C-section and everything like that. So yeah, probably in this vlog I'll sit down and talk about like why we have to have a C-section and all that stuff. So I'll fix my hair and then I'll come back to tell you guys why I have to have a C-section, and then me and Jordan will probably go to the store. So I'll be right back, so stay tuned. Jordan, can you close the cabinet? Thank you. So Jordan got my shoes for me. My feet are super swollen still. And I can't even see my feet if I wanted to. So my belly is covering my feet. And Jordan's ready to go. And you want your monkey in the baby brother seat? So Jordan has her seatbelt on, and you want Monkey to have the seatbelt on too?
Yeah.
We'll put it on him. Monkey, put your seatbelt on your arms. So this is my labor and delivery story. Basically the reason why I have to get a C-section. So here it goes. So it wasn't all bubbles and rainbows. No, it wasn't. I'm a school teacher and I was 39 weeks pregnant. 39 weeks pregnant in 2 days. So it was Sunday when my water broke. Monday I had planned on going to the zoo. So unfortunately, because I had Jordan on Monday, I did not get to go to the zoo with my class. So my first pregnancy, I had lots of energy. I basically didn't feel pregnant at all. I didn't have any symptoms. I never threw up. I never had contractions. I never had Braxton Hicks. I didn't have any food aversions. I only craved Subway and pretty much could eat anything I wanted. I love and always will love spicy food. I did not stop eating anything spicy. I put cayenne pepper on my food to this day, like on everything, hot sauce, you name it, okay? I honestly thought I would go full term, like 40 weeks pregnant. But on the day of 39 weeks and 2 days, which was a Sunday, the March 30th, my water broke. So my water broke. I was like, oh my goodness. We were getting ready. We woke up at like 6 or 7, getting ready for church. And I was like, oh my gosh, my water broke. What's this running down my leg? What is this? It must be my water. Oh my gosh. Once that happened, I told Josh, I was like, I think my water broke and I think we need to go to the hospital. So Josh is like running around the bedroom, running from one side of the room to the next side of the room, like, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? So I'm just sitting there like, I don't know what you're gonna do, but I'm gonna go take a shower. So I went downstairs, I took a shower. He's upstairs calling his mom. I'm in the shower, Josh is calling everybody, his mom, his dad, I think they didn't answer, is calling his sister. And he's like, Kev, water broke, what do we do? And they're all like, calm down, go to the hospital. So as I am taking a shower, Josh finished getting dressed and bringing all the bags downstairs because I don't think we had the diaper bag and all that stuff in the car. So he's like bringing it all downstairs, and then he starts brushing his teeth really quickly, which you can see in the labor and delivery video below. And then I'm eating a banana and I'm just so calm. So we go to his mom's house to pick her up because my mom was supposed to be flying in from America to watch Jordan be born. But unfortunately, she missed her last flight that flies into Okinawa, Japan. So she ended up having to spend a night in Tokyo, or mainland Japan. I think it was Tokyo. So she wasn't there for the birth. So Josh's mom got in the car with us, and then she gave me some towels. So we're all on the way to the hospital, and I think it's about like 8 something by now, and then we arrive at the hospital like, I don't know, 8:30. We check in and all that good stuff. There's like, I can't check you because we don't want to cause an infection. Are you contracting? And I'm like, no, I don't get contractions, so I don't think I'm going to have any with this labor. So when is baby going to be here? So the doctor's looking at me like I'm crazy and started laughing and just was like, yeah, you're going to get contractions. If your water broke, contractions are coming, sweetie, you just wait on it. So I'm just like, whatever, she don't know what she's talking about. Haven't had it the whole 9 months, and finally contractions start coming, like, I don't know, it's like 9:30, 10 o'clock after we've been there since like 8 o'clock. So contractions started coming really badly. They told me to walk through them and breathe, and all of my breathing techniques that I learned in that breathing class. And yeah, it was kind of working, like breathing like all slow, and you know, just walking through them. So they weren't that bad at that point, and then they told me to drink water, and then we were there like all day. Since we were there that long, they did feed us and everything, and then they told me I can also eat, which I thought was strange because I thought I was only going to be able to drink water and have ice chips. But they were like, no, you go ahead and eat. You can eat up until you have the baby. And I was like, what? So yeah, so they fed us, and I ate the first meal, but I didn't like the second meal, so I gave it to Josh, which you can see in the labor and delivery video. And so at that point I started getting like really hot. I guess they were trying to speed up my labor, so I believe they gave me Pitocin, and then by that time my contractions were getting a lot stronger. So I did not want to have a natural birth, which I was all gung-ho about. Yeah, I want to have a natural birth and I don't want any drugs, blah blah blah. But once the pain started coming, guys, I was like, you know what, forget it, give me the drugs. Give me the drugs. Give me the drugs. Now it's like, I don't know, like 10, 11 at night, so I'm sleeping most of it. But my doctor is not there yet, and he's like, he's not coming until I dilate more, because I wasn't dilating as quick as he wanted me to. So they ended up giving me the epidural, and I don't know what it is with the epidural in Japan. I guess it's not that strong, but the epidural lasts like 2 hours. So they gave it to me, I remember like 3 or 4 times. Maybe it started at like 6 o'clock, I'm not sure, but I know they stopped giving it to me like around 10 or 11 o'clock at night. So I was in so much pain, and I was asking them, could they give me more? Could they give me more of the epidural? And they kept saying no, because you're laboring really slow, you're not dilating as fast, you're only at like a 5 or a 6, and you should be like at a 7 or 8 by now, because you've been here since 8:30 and it's now like 10 hours of labor and nothing's happening. So I don't know, I fell asleep or something, but by the time I woke up, it was, I guess I was like 8.5, 9 centimeters. So they were like, we're gonna move you to the OR room. Moved me to the delivery room, operating room, OR room, which was right next door. And then it was just Josh, his mom, the nurses, 2 nurses were there, and my doctor was on the way. So by the time my doctor got there, he was like, I was 9 centimeters and I started to push. It wasn't working. So they made me get down at like a squatting position. That wasn't working. He made me like change, like rock on a ball, like a yoga ball, but that wasn't working either. So like the baby wasn't coming out any faster, or I don't know. So then they like put my feet up on these stirrups, and then they just told me to just start pushing, and I was pushing and I was screaming and everything, and it was hurt so bad. Because number one, I didn't have the epidural anymore, and I could feel like all the pain. So by this time it's like 1 something in the morning, and I'm pushing. I'm not even sure how long, but Josh said it was like, I don't know, an hour or 40 minutes. But by that time, Josh and his mom could see the head, and they were like, I see the head, I see the head. So I'm like getting excited and trying to push her out, and I guess she was stuck, and they had to cut me and give me an episiotomy, and the doctor didn't even ask me if I wanted an episiotomy. He just had to do what he had to do to get her out, and to get her out quick and safe, because she was stuck in the birth canal way too long. So by the time she came out, they didn't give her to Josh or me or anything like that. They just quickly took her away to give her oxygen, because she was stuck in the birth canal way too long. Cleaned her off, and Josh went over there, recorded her a little bit, and then he was like, yeah, you did a really good job pushing her out. And then after that, after we turned the camera off, the doctor told us that we had a very traumatic birth, and that we need to pray for Jordan. So at that time, not know that she had a brachial plexus stretch in her right arm, so she wasn't able to move it for 4 weeks. So that was very hard for me. I'm about to cry. So because of that, because my pelvis or pelvic area is like really small, because I'm a small person, even though she was only like 5 pounds and 4 ounces, they didn't recommend that, you know, the next baby come out naturally. So he wrote on my chart that since her birth was very traumatic, that any other baby that I have in Japan, I need to go ahead and have a C-section. So just happy that hold on. I'm just very happy that, you know, she got out safely. In the hospital for 4 days. I think like 3 nights and 4 days, and they told me like she wasn't able to move her arm. It was very weak and limp. I was really scared, and I was just like praying to God, like, you know, please heal my baby, like every day. So as we were in the hospital for 4 days and 3 nights, the whole time they did not allow her to stay in my room, first of all because she was coming out of the birth canal, and she was in there too long. They had to quickly take her to get oxygen. So she was in like a incubator or something. I had to come to the baby area to see her, and they didn't allow her to come into our room, and we didn't even do like chest to chest. We couldn't do any of that because of her situation. So they were just like making sure that she was okay. I had to breastfeed her or anything like that. I had to come to the baby area inside the nursing room and nurse her, and I was learning how to do all that stuff. She wasn't really eating like I thought she was. Like I thought she was just gonna like figure this out right away, but it wasn't working. At one time they gave her like supplement milk, and I got really mad. I was like, I am here trying to learn how to nurse my child, and you're giving her like formula when I clearly said don't do that. But they were just like, she just needs to eat, and they were like, it's fine. So after I mentioned that, they stopped giving her the formula, and they just were like, if she's not eating, let us know and we'll feed her if we think that she's hungry. But they were telling me that, you know, she's just born and she can go like a day or two without food. And I was just like, are you serious? Because they were trying to explain to me that, you know, she's not going to be that hungry fresh out of the womb. But what do I know? I'm a new mom, you know. My mom came, and my mom stayed in the hospital with us 2 days. She finally caught her flight, and we never had the baby in our room the whole time, like overnight. So when we got to go home, we had to fill out all this paperwork, and the doctor just told us, you know, because she has the arm injury, just continue to do like circular motions with her arm, like to make it stronger, or do those type of movements with her. And they told me that it was a 50-50 chance that she could move her arm in the future. Told me that they don't know how long it's going to take to heal, but they said that most babies do heal from it. So they were trying to like give me hope. So what I was reading on Google and everything online was scaring me to death. So I recommend do not do that if you ever have like anything go wrong with your kid, because you'll get like the worst case scenario, which even to this day, when they told me that I had to have a C-section with the baby inside my belly right now, baby number 2, like I'm like, he gave me the option, like you want to have a natural birth, or do you want to do C-section? But he said I highly recommend a C-section because of what happened to Jordan. So when I'm researching it again for the second time, I'm just like, it says 50-50 chance that the baby will not be able to move the arm, or it will lose like sensation in fingers, or, you know, I just didn't want to go through that again. So looks like we're having a C-section, which I am not 100% fine with, but there's nothing I can do. And I definitely don't want to have another traumatic birth, you know, because you just don't know. You want to get your baby here like the healthiest way possible, and that is all I'm trying to do. So I'm sorry it took me like 2 years to tell this story. I'm glad I got to tell it. And if your pelvis area is too small and you had to have like an emergency C-section, or they let the first one go naturally and the second one has to be a C-section, comment below so I know I'm not alone. The doctor told me that Jordan should have been an emergency C-section, but by the time he got there it was too late, so I had to push her out. That is our story, and I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Bye. Love you guys.